Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Fang, just Fang, back in with another fantastic video. And it's been a little bit. I started college and it's the first weekend off, so I'm like, why not get back on the channel and make a Pirate 101 video, and a banger Pirate 101 video at that. I mean, they're all bangers, obviously, but this one I haven't made one of these videos in about 2 years. I've seen back in 2021, I guess. I call it the pros and cons of old class. I think I'm just gonna say, because yeah, that's probably a good title. I don't know what I'm gonna title this one, but it's more or less what I enjoy about each class. Maybe even my favorite class. At this point, I don't even know if I have a favorite class. But if you don't know me, I'm just Fang, a Pirate 101 YouTuber. I have a little bit of knowledge. I got a few maxes. Actually, all my, we don't talk about level 69, but every single one of my classes is max, except for Witch Doctor. I have two Witch Doctors. We don't get into that. Witch Doctor, I'll explain pros and cons, because I still know a little bit about the Witch Doctor class, but everything else I've maxed. So I'm not going to be talking about PvP. There's so many other good YouTube channels. I would say like Senor Spicy, Stephanie Dawnhart used to do some as well. Some really good channels, the Fearsome Rubber Ducky, to look at some PvP. This is purely PvE, just a casual guide, because, when you're playing through the game, you're not going to be doing PvP, unless you are, and which that case, I commend you for doing Pirate 101 PvP. Never got into it, so we'll start. In my previous loadout, I had this max, and then my old Swashbuckler, which was level 40, and then I don't even remember what level this guy was at, but he was lower level, and then she didn't exist, and then he was level 19, so I've definitely played a lot more. It's been 2 years, so obviously I've played more. But yeah, we'll get into the class I know the least about, just because I played this 3 years ago at this point. Okay, no, good to see you? Good, okay. Alright, so this is the Buccaneer class. That seems really annoying. I'll go like this. I'll keep it like this so you can hear the music, but effects go away. Okay, so Buccaneer. I think Buccaneer is a very, very, very good class. Definitely, I might even do a tier list. On this, Buccaneer would definitely be S tier in PvE. Reasoning, it's got some killer companions, I can first say this. Peter Quint is an absolute beast. Why can't I spin him around? Is that not a feature you could do before? I don't know. Okay, Peter Quint is a beast, a chaining beast, because he's got Relentless 3, Blade Storm 2, Vengeance Strike 2. I don't know really competitively how to section that off, but that's what I do, and he just chains, and he hits hard, and overall, I like to call him the Chantel of the Buccaneer class. If you know Chantel is just so good. I don't know why Peter Quint specifically is so good, but he is a very, very strong companion. Always use him. I think in any Buccaneer guide, I don't think I've ever seen Peter Quint not being used. And then the other ones are up to you. Never take my companion guides seriously, because I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is what got me through the entire game, so, I was questing with someone else. Which Buccaneer I don't even think you need to do, because Buccaneer deals with strength, which means you can just, get your team, super up there in strength, and then just hit hard, because other, enemies, you'll be critting more often, but you might get crit on more, but I'll explain. So, basically, I don't think I've ever explained this. You have will, I can just show you. You have strength, agility, and will. And basically, the more likely you are to crit is the highest. It takes your highest one, I think. Or, yeah, I think it takes your highest one. And for your companions, it just takes what class they are. I'm not 100% sure. But it takes your highest one, and it sees, okay, so you have 108 strength. And then your enemy, say it's a Witch Doctor, it's going to have high will, but low strength. So you'll more often than not crit, well, okay, I shouldn't say more often than not, but you'll more often crit on a non-strength based enemy because you have strength, if that makes sense. So you end up critting more, you get crit on more, but that's okay because you have high armor. This is a bad example because I'm wearing like vanity top and bottom, but you will crit more. You'll get crit on more, but the good thing is you have Turn the Tide. No, that's not where it is. That's not where it is. You have Turn the Tide, I think. Yeah, Turn the Tide 3 just automatically, which means when you're below 50%, you get that plus 25% weapon power and accuracy and dodge. So even dropping down isn't the worst in the world. So I think that it can be very viable if there's just a lot of groups of enemies, and you can crit off of them, and then I think naturally, don't you get Blade Storm? This is a good class. I just realized that. Right? Yeah, look at that. Blade Storm 3 you naturally get. So yeah, you can chain, you can crit, you might get crit on, but that's okay because you have Turn the Tide. So I think that overall your kit is very, very viable. The only thing I would say is your damage is not up there, but maybe it is with that chaining capability because you don't have that hide, you don't have that sneak strike. You could hide, I guess. You can hide, never mind. Yeah, I think that Buccaneer is a very solid pick, and it will get you through the game pretty easily. So if you like being up into their faces and being really aggressive with charges and whatnot, choose Buccaneer. Yeah, I think it's a good class. Definitely S tier. Yeah. Okay. We'll go with Witch Doctor. Yeah, we'll go with you. Okay. So Witch Doctor, I haven't beat the game with. Is it actually gonna work? Okay, I don't know why that was being... Okay, shush. Why can't I like not have this? Okay, good. You're quiet. Well, I just got a fix for that. I don't want to do this. This is such a not long dungeon, but just big one. I have learned that any class is super viable if you do every single side quest, because level 46 is super high for this. I've done every single side quest up until this point. I am dealing so much damage. I like to think Witch Doctor as the glass cannon of the Part 101 world. I used to call it I don't even know what I used to call it. I didn't used to call it anything. I was thinking about Swashbuckler, about how I made a correlation between Wizard 101 and Pirate 101. I might have said it's like death because you can get health back, which is true, and you can use this. I use this quite a bit. Surprisingly, I didn't think I would use Jobu's, I don't know what it's called, Jobu's Embrace and stuff. It is very nice to just top up your health at the end of a fight. It's not at all like Wiz, where you're just scarecrowing and then you completely fill it up. You're not gonna do enough damage one hit. This is something that Wiz players need to learn, which I don't know if there's any Wiz players watching who want to get into Part 101. But yeah, I might name this a beginner's guide to classes in Pirate 101 just so I can get some Wiz players over here. So hi, if you're a Wiz player, welcome to Pirate 101. First of all, it's a very fun game. But no, Witch Doctor is kind of like death, but you're not gonna obviously kill people in one hit. So your Jobu's Embrace is maybe gonna heal you if you get some multipliers like 500. Oh no, but then drain, and then 75%, so maybe 400 something, you'll get healed. But that's per enemy, so you actually get quite a bit of health back. That might not, I don't know if that actually is how that works. But I'm so glad they haven't nerfed Old Scratch. Let's hope that they don't, because he is the flesh and blood of Witch Doctor's kit. Old Scratch is so valuable and required for Witch Doctor to function normally, because he has Flow Mojo Flow, which literally it doubles your attack power. That's spell power, I should say, for 3 turns. This one, it'll be 150 plus, so 250 times damage, 250% more, and then 25%. This is it's insanely good. You can end up doing even 1,000 damage per hit at this level, which is pretty good. Another thing about Wizard 101, Wizard 101's damage is so much higher than Pirates. See, I only have 2,000 health, and I'm level 45. I think at level 45 you would have maybe 3,000 health at this point. I don't know. You'd be in maybe Dragonspire still. I don't know. But yeah, he is very good. Use Old Scratch just for that, bonus. But I think that once they run out of that magic power, on any special, objective fights, Hydra's gotta be tough for Witch Doctor, because it's such a long fight. I think they kind of run out of their powers, and then they just kind of have to hit quite weak. So I don't like quite weakly. So I don't know. You have a lot of powers, but you run out of that. You only have 3 turns of that massive attack. So use it while you have it. And definitely play Witch Doctor if you if you like. It's more of like a back playstyle. Like you'll never move your characters. You let them come to you, and then you hit them when they're in like a good pattern that you can kill them. So I don't know how to explain it too much. Witch Doctor is probably, like I said, it's the one that I've played the least on. And once you get to the higher levels, I bet there's some specific strategy. But for right now, all I'm doing is I am buffing. I use Juju, which basically this is pretty good as well. It takes whatever your highest is plus your companion's highest, and it gives them the specific thing. So you'll actually, you know, if you have a friend who's a Buccaneer, he'll get the strength bonus instead of just will. So Juju's really good. And then also I just Mojo Storm and stuff. It's pretty good with Mojo Flow. I think it's pretty viable. Is it my least favorite? I still think it is, which stinks. Like it's okay. I don't think I've ever had too much fun with it. And now that Blood Flames got nerfed, I don't think that it's like a cheat to just getting max. Like I would say, if you have crowns, which I mean I do, and I spent like 20,000 crowns trying to get Blood's Flames, and I'm just done with that. I'm not even trying anymore because they nerfed it. But Blood's Flames used to do so much damage, and now it does still so much damage, but it does less so much. So I would say have fun with Witch Doctor. You hit hard for a couple rounds, but I feel like whenever you get to like those long fights, it's going to be kind of hard, and maybe bring a friend. But yeah, okay. So that's Witch Doctor. I need to hurry up because it's already been 11 minutes. I've taken too long per class. I guess that's fine. Because we have 3 more classes to go. Okay. We'll do Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler is a funny story because I've never beaten Kane. It's like I'm scared or something. Okay. Look at my Halloween horse. Cool. Okay. Swashbuckler. Wow. Wow. So Swashbuckler, if you did not know, was my first, I shouldn't say first pirate. It's more like my first pirate that I actually like quested on in quotations. I got to Mushu, and then I made a completely different Swashbuckler. This isn't even the original one. And I had Crown Companions on my old one, but I just didn't like it at all. Reason being is I think I didn't like understand Pirate 101 at that point. If you heard my first classes video, it makes no sense at all. So don't watch that. Watch this one, okay? So Swashbuckler. It's a glass cannon, but it has the appropriate measures to when it gets in range of an enemy. It has the measures to not get hit with the glass cannon, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like Witch Doctor, except Witch Doctor deals with like splash damage and single. Like I think Witch Doctor can do single hit pretty well and splash, but Swashbuckler is really only single hit. God, this music's really loud for me. It's probably not for you guys. Turn it down for my. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler deals with agility. By the way, Witch Doctor deals with will. I forgot to say that. So the funny thing is Witch Doctor is the only class in the game. Or not Witch Doctor. Wow. Swashbuckler is the only class in the game that doesn't get a class-specific boost power like this. They get boost to your critical, but no boost to strength, agility, or will. Now I know Witch Doctor doesn't specifically get a boost, but they get Juju, which means they boost anything. So you know what I mean. They get boost to their critical, and I think it's very, very good if you just Hold on, let me explain what Swashbuckler does. So Swashbuckler deals with, they got like daggers and stuff, like little stabby guys, and they have very high dodge. So here's dodge. You have very high dodge and very high weapon power. So your job is to evade the enemy and strike them when, you know, after you evade them. So they have this power called Repost. Where is it? Where are you? Repost. Which, oh shoot, You don't get repost 3 until level 70. I'm not level 70. That sucks. Okay, I'll have to get to max, to be honest. So repost 3 is what you want to get on... I think I did it on every single one, yeah. Oh, can you not get repost? Oh, yeah, repost 3, repost 3, repost 3. It is a utter requirement, just like Old Scratch and Peter Quint. Or at least I like to get it. You know, you don't have to get it if you think you're lucky enough, but... Basically what repost 3 does is every time the enemy misses, you strike, but then your dodge goes up. Okay, so your dodge goes up, and then if they avenge and strike, this is the best combo. If they avenge and strike, they try and hit you again, you probably dodge because your dodge is up, your dodge goes up, you hit. And then they hit again, you dodge, your dodge goes up, you hit. And repost, it's like a punishing move. It does more damage than your normal hit would. So it's very powerful, and my strategy, my go-to at least, is just a whole dodge kit. Like, I get very high agility, well, I would probably get some crit first, or actually, I would probably hide first, wow. So hiding, basically you hide for a certain amount of rounds, and you do 2 times damage while you're hidden, so it's not when you get out, while you're hidden when you attack. So then it ends when you attack. Black Fog is very, very good because it can get your entire allies, so that means I would do it round 1. Completely hide your entire team. The enemy's like, what the heck, where'd you go? Because it's, you know, PvE, not PvP. And then you hit them with the crit. You have more crit. And then you hit them with the Great Juju. And then you just go up there. And Assassin Strike does so much damage by itself. But you'll be doing so much damage. And it has a bleed effect. It is very, very good. I like Swashbuckler. It's not the class that I would go to pick. But I do like it. Because it does stink if... Like, the unicorns at these have, First Strike 3, I think First Strike 3, which gets you out of hidden and hits you. So there's a giant counter, which they need to make something better for Swashbuckler, like, late game, like, late game. Swashbuckler is not great. Like, that one battle we all know, maybe we don't, where you're going against unicorn guards, that's no fun. They need to figure something out, because Swashbuckler, it gets countered so easy by First Strike 3. Maybe I can... show it. I don't even think I have First Strike. Oh, I do. Yeah, spot sneak attacks plus 25%. It really, I hate it. I don't know why, I just hate it so much. That they would counter it so hard. I guess maybe because it was overpowered, I don't know. I didn't find it too overpowered. Because you wouldn't have which I'll bring up in the next class, you wouldn't have an insane amount of dodge. You will have a lot of dodge, but you won't be dodging every single attack, if that makes sense. So overall, I think Swashbuckler is very, very good. Later game, you might struggle a tiny bit, but definitely play it if you want. It's definitely an original class, nothing like it in Wiz or any game that I've played. So take a look, because there's obviously no dodge mechanic besides like critical blocking and that and whatnot in Wiz. Okay, our next one, which oh shoot, this is where I was doing that fight. Please wait, verifying grid. Okay, I'll talk about it. So. Privateer. Okay, good. I'm glad that you're not saying anything. I'll go to Scotland. Privateer is a class that is so very flexible, I'd say. I almost said like maneuverable. Flexible. I think, and I actually haven't even defeated Kane on this one either. I need to do that. Privateer is so flexible when it comes to your playstyle that you can really play any playstyle. Like, people have said that they played Sword and Shield, Pure Sword, they played Pure Strength, Pure Will. They probably haven't, I don't think anyone's played Gun and Sword, or just Pure Gun as Privateer, but so many people have played so many different things. This class is very, very versatile, and the reason being is basically the whole point of this class is buff up your companions, and then you'll win. That's the best way I can put it. If you just buff up your companions like crazy, they will just clear out very easily for you, which I don't know if this is a mistake. I wouldn't say it's a mistake. I made the same decision as my Swashbuckler and went for repost 3 and just super duper dodgy. This one isn't. But basically, my strategy is you battle Zeal, which is insane, by the way. plus 50% accuracy, so you're going to hit almost everything. And then plus 50% dodge, you're going to basically dodge everything with your Swashbuckler companions. Because that's on top of their base dodge. You already have that, and then you're going to get even more. So it's going to be insanely good. And then you can give them more. So this is like a Grand Shadow Dance, but it's for everyone on the team, just not plus 15%, plus 10%. And then you can boom, and then, you know, which my guys run on agility because they're both Swashbucklers, except for, obviously, my Privateer. And Valor's armor is very good for a low, someone who's low. This, I think, bases off your spell power? Maybe not, actually. And then First Mate's Boon, basically, you lose 50% of your attack, but your target gains a lot of attack power, which is really good. I've never used it. And you also get heals. Now, you can run, like I said, really anyone you want. You also get just a load of companions as a Privateer. That's kind of the whole point. So you'll always have a companion. I used to use Old Scratch because he can buff up your I'm pretty sure your bombs. Oh, this is also a really weird thing. Your bombs also, no, that's physical damage. Oh no, but it's spell power. Yeah. So your bombs will work on that, and so will your healing. So basically, if you want to buff up your healing and buff up your, I don't actually know what this one's based off of then, and buff up your like artillery and the big guns, then you would go for Old Scratch. But I've seen that just like having an extra companion, like that can give value, and usually they don't die because they're dodging so much. I just keep pack heals just in case. I don't know. It's very flexible, and that's what you should learn about Privateer, is that it is a very, very, very flexible class, and that you should play it, because I think that it's one of the best classes in the game. I know we're not really doing the tier system, but I give it like a high A, low S. Like, it's very, very good. I think all the classes are really good, but Privateer especially, I think it's a very, 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 very flexible class, so play it, okay? You'll have fun, I promise. You'll have fun with any of these classes. It's one of the most fun I ever had playing Pirate, so that's saying someone. Last, but definitely not least, we're at St. Bonobzob's Abbey. Of course we are. I think it's St. Bonobo. I don't even want to say it right, because that's evil. We're here with the man, the myth, the legend, Julian. My Musketeer. Now, I might have gotten some slander by some other Pirate101 YouTubers. This was a little while back. Mostly the Rookie as a Musketeer YouTuber, and he does not like Musketeer, and I don't see why. I don't see why the Rookie doesn't like the Musketeer, because overall it's just a really good class. I know I've said this about almost all the classes, but Musketeer is a really good class. Personally, I'm gonna say it, I think Privateer is my favorite class at the moment. Don't tell my Musketeer that, he can't hear me. But Musketeer is definitely super powerful, super powerful, and they also have different playstyles. Musketeer is the one where I completed, you know, Sinbad on, so that's there for you. I completed the whole story up until this point. I'm only doing it on Musketeer just so I, what is this, less than 50%? That's cool. Only on Musketeer, because then when they hopefully raise the level cap at one point, you know, I can do it on all my other accounts. But Musketeer, you can play so many different ways. I'm going for the bomb strategy, which is basically you buff up your spell power, then you bomb the heck out of people, and it can do a lot. Last one I played on the Dutchman, it really didn't do too much, which kind of made me sad, but like it's very good. This one, I think, yeah, this one's supposed to knock them around. So basically, if they get hit by a bomb, they'll get displaced, and then their movement will usually stop, because that's where they're done. And there's also traps. You basically can just load the field with traps and mines and stuff, you know. It's pretty cool. And you get buffed up on agility, which you actually get the agility thing, so that's good. I just don't see why people don't like Musketeer. Maybe because it's very campy. I think that I really liked, like, I remember being in the Minotaur thing, and all you do is you just wait there, and you let your because you are even really powerful, which I really like. Like, Privateer's cool, but you're not that powerful. You're just buffing up. But you are super powerful because you have, which I trained Readied Spell because I do spell and guns. Then I hit with Readied Spell, I hit with Overwatch, then I hit with Double Tap, which I have Double Tap 4, which is crazy. Basically, you just hit so much, like, even before they get there. The problem is, once they get there, you can't really do much. You're just going to constantly be hitting, and you might get hit because you are as weak as a Witch Doctor, but you don't have that, you don't have that recovery with Jobu's Kiss or whatever. So, I think overall, there's a lot of strengths. Like, if the enemy's far away from you, you can just Sniper Shot, which I forgot to mention. Sniper Shot's insane. It has infinite range where you can see, and it does a super hit no matter what, which is crazy good. Even if you super hit someone from across the, the board, and then there's someone in your range, then you can double tap and then burst fire, and it's super good. It's basically just Musketeer. I like to think of it as the ranged version of Buccaneer, but since it's ranged, it doesn't have the armor. But it has that chaining capability, which I said Chantel is super good. She has Overwatch 3, Double Tap 2, Burst Fire 2, just a chaining master. And it's so cool to see her crit, like, because you'll do Cloud Spirit, and you'll also do Sky Spirit on yourself, and you'll have so much agility where you're just critting so much. And I use Louis Le Bisque because then I can random mortar shells, then obviously that. But you can definitely just go a full Musketeer like this thing, and it's super good. I think Musketeer is also a very good class. I don't think I've ever I didn't have any trouble getting to max on Musketeer. It was a very, very easy class. Maybe that's why people don't like it. I personally think it's quite fun to, like, lay out traps and stuff, but some people, that's just not their cup of tea. So, yeah, I think that was the most descriptive I've ever done of the five classes. But yeah, if this helped you, leaving a like would be really appreciated. This is, like, the one game I know a lot about. So if you like that, leave a like. If you're still watching, how's your school going? If you're not in school, how's your job going? I don't know. College is definitely interesting. It's definitely a change in my life, and I think I'll still be uploading, doing the objectives and whatnot, so expect some more videos down the line. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.